Hey Facebook. So I have purchased a pair of Bose Frames Tenor, and I've been wearing them with my prescription for about a month. And here's Casey May. Hey Casey May. Casey May loves my frames. She likes whenever I'm listening to some music and I put my head real close and then she can hear it too. Oh, she didn't know what's happening. She didn't know that I'm recording. Anyway, so I just thought I'd give a little review on Bose Frames. They sound excellent. As excellent as an open ear audio can sound, I think, is the way I'm going to say that. They're not bone conduction technology. They are directional audio. I guess that's the right term for it. A big complaint for the Bose Frames Tenor, and it was one of my complaints also, is that the battery life on these, so you can only listen to music or talk or watch videos or whatever. You can't watch videos on the frames, obviously. You can only listen to the videos that you're watching on your phone. But that the battery life was only 5.5 hours, according to Bose on their website. And I have that pulled up right here on my phone. That's pretty accurate. Now, you're not going to be able to listen to like the volume so loud at like 100% for 5.5 hours. What I do is I only run at about 25% volume. 25 to about 45% seems to be a really good volume. Now, if there's a lot of stuff going on around you, you might need it louder to be able to hear over some other stuff, since they are open ear, obviously. But if I listen to it at the 25% and don't have to overpower other things in my environment, then I have actually gotten closer to 6 hours. And honestly, if you're just taking a call every now and then, listening to a few albums of music, which an album that I buy tends to be about an hour long. If you listen to a couple of podcasts or something, maybe an hour-long podcast or whatever, you're typically not going to use up 100% of your battery. That's what I've found. That's my experience. I'm not on my phone all the time. Matter of fact, I hate talking to people, honestly. I don't even know why I'm making this video. I just thought I'd do a shout out to Bose because I really do love these frames. Now, an oddity is that with the prescription, my optometrist, the people that actually make the lenses for this, struggled making the lenses to where I could see and my vision was not doubled. I don't know if that is a common thing. I should have used Lensable, but I was going to get my prescription renewed anyway, and so I figured, well, hey, I'll go ahead, do myself a little good deed, and I'll buy these frames that I really wanted anyway, and I will have them, my optometrist's office, make the lenses for me. Possibly a mistake. Possibly a mistake. They had to remake the lenses like 3 or 4 times. They did end up getting it right, and I can see fine, everything's good. It just took them several times, and they didn't charge me any extra for the additional lenses that they had to use. So that's a good deal on them. As for other claims and other stuff, so the Tenor does not have, and I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but it doesn't have rubberized nose pieces on it. and my glasses are filthy right now. I just got in from working outside, and I was wearing these outside. These do excellent with sweat, and they do excellent with light rain. I haven't tried them in super heavy rain, though I did get soaked one time while I was helping my brother work on a car. And I had these glasses on for part of that, but I did end up taking them off because the rain was getting really bad. So they are fairly water resistant, and they are fairly dust proof. Oh, everything's dusty around here. We're in Texas. If it's not raining, it's dry as all get out, and there's a lot of dust on everything, especially in spring and fall where pollen is rampant and it gets in everything. What was I talking about before I started on that tirade? You came up. I don't know. You distract me. You know that? Yeah, you know that. But the, what was I talking about? The other complaints. The complaints that I had, the nose pieces. So I'm used to metal frames. Metal frames usually have that little rubberized nose piece that helps things stay on your nose. This has been quite reliable, even though it's plastic frames and it's just the plastic piece that sits on your nose. It seems to sit very well. It sits comfortably. Matter of fact, the little indentions in my nose that I usually get from the rubberized nose pieces, I don't have now. Over the course of a month, they went away. And I don't have an indention from the plastic thing. I don't know if that's because they do tend to slide down, and so I'm looking at people like this a lot. Which I'm not suspect of anybody, it's just my frames slide down sometimes. I was experiencing a little bit of, so the ends of these glasses, you can see how they taper like this, and this little indention right here was kind of cutting into my ear at first. I think it was just because I wasn't used to them. It takes a while to get used to them. My ears are fine now. I can wear them tight to my face and it's fine. Also, if they do start sliding down, then you're going to lose a little bit of the volume of the audio, and then you just push them back up and then it restores that loudness that you're going to get, the clarity of the audio. Yeah, so keep them tight to your face and keep those speakers where they're right in line with where they need to direct that audio, because it's directional audio, it's not bone induction. Now, price-wise, they were a little bit expensive. I bought mine Best Buy, and for the total of the frames plus taxes, it was $271.55. That is not including the lenses. They do come with shades lenses, but they are not prescription, so that rules them out for me because I'm blind as a bat. And anybody who has tried on my glasses will tell you, oh man, he is blind. Yeah, I realize this. I let you try them on to hear them. I didn't let you try them on to see through them. I know I'm blind. Nobody needs to tell me this. So, little pricey. It's okay, but for the quality of sound, Bose is always expensive. I've gotten several things from Bose. I have a Bose Color, and Bose Color speaker lights up my living room. That one little speaker, and it's Bluetooth compatible. These frames are Bluetooth compatible, so that's what I was going to say. Another complaint that I hear frequently about these glasses, these frames, is that you have to have the app downloaded, the Bose app downloaded before they will connect to a device. That is a hindrance. because I would love to connect these to my computer more often. There are some things that I just don't do on my phone that I do on my computer, and I would rather listen to stuff on that than on my phone. They don't have a computer app. That might be different for Apple or some other browser. I don't know. I don't know how you would do it yet. So maybe they're working on that. Maybe it's going to be a thing later. I hope so. If you listen to this, Bose, please do that. I want to listen to my computer through these frames because that would be awesome. So I needed something that I didn't have in-ear headphones because I have two little ones and I need to hear what they're doing. They're probably getting into stuff right now, matter of fact, because she disappeared and I don't know where she's at. So anyway, that is my review. I am perfectly happy with my Bose Frames Tenor, and I wish I could have gotten the Bose Frames Tempo. However, because I'm blind as a bat, my prescription will not work in those frames because my sphere value is too high. So those people with glasses will get that. Anyway, so that's a quick review. I bought them. You can buy them if you want to. Totally up to you. I'm not saying you should. I'm not saying you should. Okay, so in that last video, I totally left out something and my family got home, and so now I'm having to switch locations. And anyway, so what I left out and I really needed to mention was the ability to take phone calls and how very intuitive the design is. So there is a small button right here, and all you have to do, the frames will tell you who's calling. Where am I? Yeah, there we go. The frames will tell you who's calling. The audio is determined by the volume of your phone, not the volume on the Bose app for the glasses. I don't know if that, yeah, if you actually got these frames, you would understand that, I guess. But the audio is always excellent. I have my volume turned up on my phone all the way, and then I just manipulate the audio in the glasses from that point. So I have 100% gain total volume beamed to my glasses, and then I manipulate the glasses. So you just slide your finger forward to increase the volume, you slide it back to decrease volume. Taking phone calls, I used to never talk while I was driving. This is a game changer because now not only do I know who's calling me, and so whether I actually want to take that phone call or not, I can just let it keep ringing in my frames, or I can press the button, one hand, bam, both hands back on the steering wheel. It's great. I don't have to reach for my phone. Everything is just seamless. That functionality is awesome, and I also have access. If I double tap my frames, then I can access Google and I can ask it questions and it will answer me. Many times it will only answer me if my phone is unlocked, which I guess if you're driving, you probably shouldn't be asking Google questions anyway. Probably a safe bet. But phone calls, excellent. Being able to ask Google questions through the frames, excellent. Yeah, so I think that will now complete my review of Bose Frames. Wish I could have done tempo. I'm blind as a bat. I'll sign off with that.